Welcome to another episode of Cooking Chronicles. My name is Teddy, and this is the Beary Kitchen, and today we are getting into the pretzel. Also, the Pretzel, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called in German. I kind of did a little, searching, reading, skimming a couple of articles, and I found a cool thing in history.com, so I'm actually going to link that because I found it to be kind of interesting. It was about monks. They were baking pretzels. They heard the Turkish enemies come in, and they were able, and they got honored, I think coats or something cool. So I'll link that down because it was an interesting story. So go check that out. But nonetheless, the pretzel has been around since 610 AD. Yeah, very long time. I'm super in love with the pretzel, and I've been eating it since I was a little wee kid. Going to Auntie Annie's with my mom in the mall, or Auntie Anne's, not Auntie Annie's. Honestly, the gist is there. But going with my mom, I absolutely loved it, and getting the cheesy sauce and all that. So we're gonna see if I can get this bread maker, a big old pot of water, and get it going. But let's get our aprons on. But first, remember to subscribe and like the video. I totally means the world to me when you subscribe and like and all that. It just verifies that I'm moving in some type of the direction that you guys want to see. I hope you guys enjoy this. I enjoy the pretzel because honestly, it's like marriage symbolism, Christianity symbolism. It's just tasty. It has a lot of history. It's been really, because you know it for the German, but it's also, I think it was invented by Italian monks. Y'all, it's pretty cool. It's pretty nifty. It's a nifty and tasty treat, and super simple because y'all, these ingredients, not that much. This is my first time making it, so I'm gonna see if I'm gonna switch up or change, but for right now, I'm a big fan of this, so let's get it going. Okay, so now we got our aprons on and we're ready to go. I have hot, warm water, which is going to be the first step pretty much, and the yeast combined in our pan. So I'm going to pull out the pan that is already locked in, hook up the paddle inside. So I'm going to start by pouring in the water, then add in some yeast. Combine that and let that get a little frothy. Add in all the flour. Then the other little ingredients, such as salt and sugar. Kind of gotta beat it out. Then we're gonna let that do its thing for an hour and a half. Hey y'all, so we're gonna start by preheating the oven to 425. That water, it's about 10 cups of water boiling. I have the baking soda ready for it to go. Once that's boiling, I'm gonna pop this in. Gotta be careful though, you guys, it can boil over. This dough is looking really good. I'm going to start with a clean surface. Pop on my gloves because I like working with dough and gloves. Yes. Pop a little bit of flour. A little bit more flour. And then I'm going to get me gloves. And then I'm going to close that up. Out, as you can see. We'll try to do a close-up shot. I'm gonna start by taking this out. You saw it puffed up a bit. I'm gonna just take the paddle out with it alongside. It's just easier to clean it up. Pop that down to the ground, or not the ground. Please don't pop your dough on the ground. That's the last thing you want to do. Side up. Push up, push up, push up. Okay, 7 minutes, guys. So that's the gloves. Maybe the other here. That's the gloves. You have to wear this. So now pretty much, I don't really need it too much. I just need to separate them and put them into long strips to be rolled up. I'm just gonna make sure it's good to go. Let's see. I'm not really sure. So I've never done this before. They need to be like 22 inches long or something. Like, yeah, they need to be long. Okay, let's see what this does. Oops. Oh Lord. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get this to be 22 inches long. Am I supposed to use a rolling pin? Maybe a rolling pin. I just feel like, oh, it's getting weak. It's getting weak. And yeah, like it has to be like a consistent roll. So this may just need a little bit more flour, or I need to use more. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out though. So they seem to be able to clump up very easy. So I'm going to combine and then stretch. Cause like, yeah, I have no idea how one is supposed to do this. But also my measurements could have just been off. Like that could also just be a thing. Like I kind of just wing this. I'm winging this. This is a whole vibe we're going off of. So yeah, pure winging it. As you know, I struggled really bad with this. So I just realized that my dough just was not stable enough for that actual formation of the pretzels. But I will try the Cuisinart recipe that I actually think is for the bread maker I have. At least, you know, Cuisinart bread makers, hopefully, fingers crossed. But I'm gonna keep trying with this. It definitely did not work, but you see, I'm doing my best. Like, I'm gonna get the 3 whole little doodads that they're like in. Because the 3 portions actually symbolize something. But, you know, read up on that another time. And so I'm going to actually section this up and just kind of shape them like the auntie ends. And for the most important part, which is like the baking soda water combination, I know there is a very fancy name for it, but like honestly I just don't know it right now. But you gotta make sure you do that. But you're about to see. But right now we're gonna let them just sit for a moment while I get the water ready for them. This is a very, don't do what I did, essentially. Pour in the baking soda very slowly and stir while you're adding it, because it will overflow. It's going to boil over. It's going to do it. It is, you know. But you're going to add in the pretzels and leave them in for about a minute for each batch. Get them, yank them out, put them on the baking sheet, and, you know, repeat the process until they're all actually kind of ready to go in the oven. You can add toppings at this moment, but really the best thing to do is really just kind of do a light salt or like a coarse salt. And do the rest of the coverages later. And I'm gonna pop that into 425. So our pretzels are done. I'm gonna pop them out the oven. They made it to a nice golden brown. I will say this was just a fun experiment, just to like play with my bread maker. I will actually try to make pretzels from scratch and it not be like, you know, bread maker and do an actual try to authentic pretzel recipe. But these are actually kind of decent. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I might have been able to throw them in the air fryer, which I want to try to incorporate a little bit more, especially since it does have a big option. But I'm just gonna make sure these aren't stuck. Move them a bit. I should really move them onto a sheet so they can cool. But honestly, they're looking pretty good to me. I'm excited to try them. Maybe need a little butter. Honestly, probably just a little butter. I think it's like brown butter too. Ooh, that actually would help a lot. But I'm gonna, actually, you know, maybe I'll whip up some assortments. So, you know, some cheese sauce, a little bit of butter, maybe And see, let's do that real quick. Because I'm going to have to actually melt some more butter. So I'm just going to start it with the actual butter. Okay, so yeah, just a light browning, nothing too crazy. I'm just going to coat some of these. Or all of them. I'm going to coat all of them. Add a bit of flour, just so we can start to cook it. Let that brown a bit. Yes. I like that process. Okay, so cover it down, just break it down. Just turn this up, just get it incorporated. I'm going to break the cheese directly into the sauce. And then we stir, bring stir, give it them. And I'm just working with Wisconsin cheddar cheese. And honestly, when I think of Wisconsin, I can only think of like the 70s show. And the sauce is saucing, and it's sauced enough. I really just want to try it. Okay, so official taste test time. I love it. It's a pretzel with some cheese. As simple as one could be, I definitely want to still work on this recipe. Get a better method to the madness. Probably just use it without my bread maker. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Who knows? But we are all done here. Thank you so much for another Cooking Chronicles episode. We made some pretzels. I don't know if they're, right or if they're anywhere near, but I mean, people have been making them since 610 AD, so I can imagine how different they have come out. So let's hope that this isn't too, let's say, peculiar in state. I like them. They taste great to me. Which next time I think that's what I'll do. I just don't know what to compare it to, especially since I've never made, and then especially my bread maker. It has been a journey. I've never made pretzels from scratch before, so I don't even know what to even kind of expect. But these are, they work. I might try them again from scratch, handmade, even without like my bread maker not even involved. It just, is convenient to just be able to pop it in there and get it going. Which I love my bread maker for that sole reason. It's like I said before, it's a little fairy in your house. But nonetheless, thank you so much for watching. Remember to comment down below anything you would like to see next. Subscribe, like, the gist of it all. I hope you guys will come and watch another video. It should be down here somewhere. But just thank you. And you guys stay breezy wherever you are in this world.